Good morning, traders. This is a live trade recap. I took 3 trades this morning. They all started around 4 a.m. They were with Itrm, Nxtd, and CHCI. Got them all on video. We're going to go over them right now. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to update you on my SPLG swing trade. So stick around for that. So notice the length of this video. It's about 2 hours. And that wasn't, my intention, but my plan says that I have to stay in the trade as long as the price is between my profit target and stop loss. So simple as that. So let's look at the first trade here. ITRM, this line marks the high of the aftermarket. So market at 4 a.m., the price broke through that. And I was looking at it like an ABCD pattern like I do on most of my trades. And here is point A, and there's B, and now I'm waiting for C. So I actually used, some of the movement from the aftermarket. And my entry is going to be the break of the first 1 minute candle. So, or the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, and it does it right there. So I get in at 249, and my stop loss is 1 cent below the bottom of this candle. And right away I'm green on the trade. My profit target is 267, which is 2R, 2 times my risk. And then Nxtd also popped up in the on the top gainers list with the top 3 volume. So now I'm in 2 trades, and kind of the same thing here. Broke through the aftermarket high, and now I'm just waiting for the pullback. This is my A, point A, B, C. There's the entry right there. So 223, that's exactly where I wanted to get filled. And the stop loss was 1 cent below this candle, which was 215. So notice that I mark 1 cent above. That way, when I see the price hit the red line, I know to get ready. And if it breaks through that red line, I get out. All right, so I've got the orders out. Now, whenever the price gets well below my entry and kind of near my stop, I always cancel the order just in case. That way, if I have to stop out, I can hit my sell all hotkeys and it'll go through. If that order's out there, hit sell all, it won't go through. All right, so I get stopped out on ITRM. I just want to show you the exit. So see, it's at the stop loss line, but the actual stop price is 240 there. I see 240. I hit my sell all. I get filled at 240, which is exactly where I wanted to get filled. So that's a successful trade, even though it wasn't a profitable one. As long as you stick to your plan and your strategy, you're going to have a successful trade. But it won't necessarily be a green trade. So this one, Nxtd, this one was crazy. This was extremely annoying. It goes all the way up to 238. And my profit target is 239. But, there's nothing I can do about that. I have to stick to the plan. I can't weak-hand it. I used to do that, and I ended up, often red on the week or the month because of that, because you're leaving money on the table. So the best thing to do is, even if you get stopped out by 1 cent, is to just hold to your profit target or your stop loss. So even actually here, the price went to 239, but the bid, you can see I was watching it, the bid never went above 238, so there's no way for me to get filled. So that's frustrating, but that happens sometimes. It doesn't happen often, but it is going to happen. And I missed the last entry here on CHCI. That one was basically battling NXTD for the number 3 volume spot. And let's just go back to where I entered that one. So here I'm looking for the pullback. So another ABCD pattern. And there. So I'm waiting for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. This one does. My ideal entry was actually 11.49, but I got filled at 11.58, so I got some slippage, about 9 cents. And that happens sometimes, and it's not that much on a stock of this price, so it's less than 1% of the price. So if it's a dollar stock, that would be a 1 cent slippage, not really that much. So my profit target was like 13.24 on that one, and it looked like I was going to get stopped out, but 10.75 was my stop, and it never hit that price. So you can kind of keep an eye. I'm in 2 trades at the same time here. Now, our ITRM I pulled back up just to look at, because I saw on the screener that it did hit my profit target, but it went way below my stop loss. So there was nothing I can do about it, but I was just curious. And I just watched a YouTube video last night from Live Traders where Jared Wesley was talking about his 84% rule, which is basically if you get stopped out on a trade and the price comes back up to your entry to get back in at that price, whether there's a pattern or not, and 84% of the time it'll work out. Now, I don't know if that's going to, work out the same way for me trading these lower float stocks, but I'm just kind of observing it, not adding it to the plan or anything yet. It just happened to work out this one time, and one time is not a sample size. But it was still interesting nonetheless. So notice right now, I've already been trading about 45 minutes. And I'm not allowed to enter trades after 4:30, so you can keep that in mind. So look, there's CHCI. Finally, after being in it for, let's see when I entered it. What time was it? About 4:20, we'll say. Yeah, just about 4:20. And after being in it for 40 minutes, finally hits my target. So that's, what sticking to the plan and your strategy can do for you. And not weak-handing and not scaling out. So at that point I was up 492, but I was still in this NXTD trade. And that's one winner and one loser. I was up 492. So NXTD, this one was pretty much like torture, but I used it as a chance to exercise discipline and patience, because my plan and my strategy says I don't care about anything that happens between these 2 lines. I just have to sit here. Of course, if I had some reason that I had to get up, even if it's to use the bathroom or something like that, I would have exited the trade, because within a few seconds these things can do some crazy things. Or if I had some other obligation, then I would just get out of the trade wherever it is. But I didn't have anything going on at this time, and I don't have anything going on until much later this morning. So I just stuck to my plan and my strategy. Of course, I debated many times, maybe I should just get out of this thing. But that's not part of my plan. It's not part of my strategy. Technically, that would be a yellow trade, which would force me to have to stop trading for the rest of the month. So you can see now it's 5:52 a.m. and this one I've been in since before 4:15. So long trade. And finally, it still teases me over here. It comes down to 1 cent higher than my stop loss. My stop loss is 215, and bounces off that 216 level a few times. And I was figuring at 6 a.m. that, either this thing was going to pop up or down. Most likely down, because I figured people were going to take profits, and that's exactly what happened. You see, it just came down really fast and didn't let me hit my sell all keys at my desired stop. But let's just see that one more time. There we go. So yeah, 213 is when I was able to hit the sell all and got filled. So that's that. So that was two failed trades and one winner, and I'm still green on the day, 259. And that's the power of 2R trading. Of course, that one trade that did win was a higher risk trade, and that's why I'm not just break even, because that risk was about 7%. But it paid off. So, I mean, it was a good setup. And part of the reason why the risk was so high was also because of the slippage I got entering. But, once you're in the trade, you just stick to your plan. So that's that. Let me show you my spreadsheet real quick, and then we'll go over the SPLG trade. So this has been a tough month so far. You can see all the red trades, right? But no yellow trades. So I'm doing everything right according to my plan. Right now, which I don't like to focus on, it's just not a good thing to think about, is your win rate. Because if you're too focused on the win rate, you're going to take profit too early, and you're going to stop out late because you're trying to make all your trades green. My win rate right now is 33%. Ideally I would like to be around 50, but even though I'm at a 33% win rate, I'm still green on the month. So it just goes to show you that stick to your plan and your strategy, and don't focus on superficial things like a win rate, and you should be okay. So we started off with 531.93 and up to 538.23 right now. And like I said, this has been really, really tough trading. A bunch of good setups have failed. So it's not always easy. We're still green though. And then let's look at the SPLG trade really quick. Let's go to my swing trade watch list. So SPLG... Oh, I need to be on the daily chart. Okay. So this first yellow line is where I got in, 44.29. That was on February 1st. I entered for the break of this candle, and now I'm using the 50 MA as my trailing stop. So as of yesterday, the price was up to $45.94. So I'm up over $8 on that one, unrealized, of course. And it was like a $221, I think, investment. So it's up over 3% already. So that's going well. So that's it. And I think the only thing I'll have left to show you is that's for today. So 259. So I'm only green on the week a tiny bit, because yesterday I lost $2 on one trade. But at least I'm green and I'm doing the right thing. That's the main thing, is that I'm following my plan and my strategy. And so far for the month, green, $6.30. So can't complain about that. So just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and eventually it'll work out. So always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, stick to your plan and your strategy, and everything should work out in the long run. See you in the next video. Take care.